It's vital to ride in elegance, whether you're the president of a wealthy nation or a powerful oil baron in the Middle East. The flying castles and enormous boats that these folks have built and customized cost millions of dollars. Here are the top 10 most extravagant private cars in today's video. Number 10. The Boat Tail. Although the Sweattail is undoubtedly a fantastic car, the Boat Tail outperforms it in terms of cost and style. It is the most incredibly expensive car in the world, costing a staggering $28 million, and it is easy to understand why. Similar to the Sweattail, it draws inspiration from racing yachts from the early 20th century, with this specific example being specially commissioned by a tycoon whose fortune is tied to the pearling industry. The color of the automobile, which has a foundation of oyster and soft rose decorated with huge white and bronze mica flakes, to give it a pearl-like look that subtly varies in different lighting circumstances, is the most evident way in which it draws influence from this swirling background. While the car's winged rear deck lids are made from royal walnut wood veneers with inlaid rose gold pinstripes that give them a look akin to a yacht deck, the darker hood and rear deck contrast against this base color. Beyond the color, the vessel's design is noteworthy because the back of it, like this webtail, is symbolic of the design of a yacht, and the interior has gold accents, a dashboard, and watches that extensively use the owner's collection of pearls. The car's trunk is divided into two spaces as an added bonus, and an umbrella to give shade. The home elements of an integrated picnic in the park were also set up with these. Therefore, I think it is safe to say that the Boat Tail is both a piece of art and a little bit overdone. Number 9. Azzam. There aren't many luxury yachts that are as nice as the Azzam. President of the United Arab Emirates Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan ordered the $605 million vessel from German shipyard Larsen Yachts. It is not inexpensive, and its 180-meter length is evident in both its functionality and attractiveness. Despite being the longest yacht in the world, it can travel at speeds of up to 32 knots, which is faster than the majority of ships of a similar size and more akin to the speed of a navy boat than a yacht. Although the exterior of the Azzam has elegant lines that represent its speed, it is the interior, which French designer Christophe Lion created, that truly impresses. The ship is brimming with mother-of-pearl marquetry feathered wood furnishings and chandeliers that don't jangle or tremble when the ship is in motion. Additionally, it has a ton of fantastic amenities like a massive main saloon with an open-floor layout, a fitness gym, a pool, and a dedicated golf training area. Up to 36 guests can take use of all this while the ship is being shut down by 70 to 80 staff members. So yes, the Azzam is a truly amazing luxury car. Number 8. Eclipse. Given that Chelsea FC is one of the most well-known soccer clubs in England, it makes sense that he was able to acquire the $500 million or so through this and many of his other corporate properties. The gigantic ship, which was required to construct and design the Eclipse, measures roughly 162 meters in length. Despite its size, it can nevertheless sail at a respectable high speed of 25 knots and for more than 11,000 kilometers without ending. The Eclipse has 24 guest cabins, 2 swimming pools, multiple hot tubs, a disco hall, 3 launch boats, and a miniature submarine that can be utilized to discover the area. But its internal amenities are what really set it out as a luxury vehicle. To top it all off, the Eclipse has an installed missile protection system, unbreakable windows, and so-called anti-paparazzi technology. But that hasn't prevented the media from keeping a close eye to the billionaire's yacht since the Russian war against Ukraine broke out. As of the last time we had information about it, the yacht appeared to be docked in Turkey and had not yet departed, suggesting that Abramovich is still the current owner. The future will only be able to tell if he can maintain it. Number 7. Serene. No yacht compares to this one when it comes to having enjoyable facilities, such as the Serene. It was constructed by the Italian shipyard Fincantieri measures an amazing 133 meters, and was handed over to Russian vodka tycoon Yuri Shefler in 2011 for $330 million. Up to 24 guests can stay here in comfort in its 12 suites. These visitors can take advantage of the Sundeck's wet bar, pizza oven, teppanyaki grill, indoor climbing wall, 2 helicopter pads, fully stocked health spa, beach club, numerous swimming pools, and underwater viewing room while they're here. In addition to all of these comforts, there's a good possibility you'll see some of the finest artwork while on board. There is significant speculation that the well-known Salvador Mundi artwork is aboard, albeit this has not been confirmed. This is because the Salvador Mundi was purchased by the Serene's current owner, Prince Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia, at bidding for about $450 million back in 2017. While some assert that the Salvador Mundi is in storage in Switzerland, others contend that it is on board. I believe you'd agree that the Serene is an amazing ship. Number 6. Ferrari P45. While the Ferrari 250 GTO is undoubtedly one of the most well-known Ferrari vehicles, the Ferrari P45 is actually much rarer. This is because only one P45 was ever produced, as opposed to 36 GTOs. It was created in cooperation between Ferrari and Italian automaker Pininfarina for film director James Glickenhaus, the son of stock exchange magnate Seth Glickenhaus. It was inspired by the styling of Ferrari's 1960s P-Series race vehicles. It combines traditional Ferrari design elements with cutting-edge curving lines, and the driver sits inside, fusing the old and the new. It resembles a transparent pod more than a typical cabin. Beyond its stylish appearance, it has an advanced 6-liter Typo F140B V12 engine and a 6-speed F1 automatic manual transmission that enables it to drive remarkably well. When everything was said and done, however, this all came at a cost. The price of this amazing car was $4 million, but considering that it's a one-of-a-kind creation, I'd argue that it was a reasonable asking price. Number 5. Motor Yacht A. Few vehicles can match the Motor Yacht A's ability to combine efficiency and style. Designed by French designer Philippe Stark and built by naval architect Martin Francis, the ship genuinely stands out in its field. The boat, which costs roughly $300 million, is incredibly expensive considering its length of 119 meters, which places it among the biggest yachts in the world. Although the ship's sleek, linear appearance makes it appear more like a high-tech Navy vessel than a luxurious yacht, that is exactly what it is, a cozy yacht. Andrei Milanchenko, the creator, and his guests are kept safe no matter what is happening outside, thanks to the 24,000 square feet of space that is furnished with baccarat crystal jewelry, has a helicopter landing pad, 3 pools, and a below-deck disco. It also has over 40 CCTV cameras, motion detectors, biometric thumbprint safe, and secure entry areas, and speculated escape pods. Few vessels then are as safe and opulent as the Motor Yacht A. Number 4. Dilbar. The Dilbar may eventually be among the only vehicles that were designed with some sort of eco-friendliness in mind, whereas the majority of the vehicles on this list were built to be as attractive and high-performing as possible. Alisher Usmanov, a Russian oligarch and millionaire, owns this ship, which measures 156 meters in length and costs an outstanding $800 million. The ship has the largest pool ever constructed on a super yacht at 180 cubic meters, making it absolutely top of the line in terms of its features. Up to 24 guests and roughly 100 crew members can simultaneously enjoy its spaciousness. While being boarded, this ship goes above and above with 2 helipads and a garden on board. In addition to its unique characteristics, it stands out because it is propelled by an electric diesel hybrid engine that is much more economical than the engines found in the majority of super yachts. Its owner apparently had the forethought to evacuate the ship from German soil once the Russian conflict against Ukraine started, despite the fact that its speed of 22.5 knots makes sense given its massive size. This is due to the fact that German officials captured it while it was docked in Hamburg and are very likely to sell it if hostilities between Germany and Russia did not abate. Therefore, even though the Dilbar is exceedingly lovely, it is unlikely that Russians will own it in the future. Number 2. The Bugatti La Voiture Noire. Despite being a 9-off as opposed to a 1-off technically, I think this car deserves to be on this list because of its stats and aesthetic appeal. Only 2 of this car, which costs a whopping $18.6 million, are produced annually, and from all reports, it is incredibly magnificent. It was first presented at the Geneva International Motor Show in 2018 and is styled after the Type 57 SC Atlantic, one of the world's most prized historic automobiles. In actuality, the business is so pleased with the architecture that, end quote, we generated a true one-off, a single-unit car that we can call automotive haute couture. It's not just a car anymore. It's more like a work of art, in line with strongly unique fashion and luxury brands in France. Akim Unsite, design director at Bugatti, attested. The car's exquisite design is probably only surpassed by its remarkable internal mechanisms, looks aside. This includes a potent 1,500 horsepower quad-turbo W16 8-liter engine that enables the car to hit 420 km per hour and accelerate from 0 to 100 in only 2.4 seconds, as well as its best-in-class 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. So, as crazy as it may sound, to a regular person like you and me, La Voiture Noire is a very fairly priced car, according to Bugatti spokesperson Tim Bravo, end quote. Yeah, not really, especially when you think that the typical Bugatti owner has 42 vehicles, 5 residences, 3 private aircraft, 3 helicopters, and a yacht, according to Bugatti data. It's simple to understand why the super rich might think La Voiture Noire is a good deal. Number 1. The 1954 Oldsmobile F88 is, admittedly, somewhat unimpressive at first appearance. While it's undeniably not an ugly car, it doesn't appear to be very opulent and overall doesn't appear all that distinct from many other cars from the 1950s. But for auto enthusiasts, this Oldsmobile is the pinnacle of the 1950s automobile industry. It was a part of a concept project that started in the early 1950s, and although 4 automobiles came out of those attempts, only 1 single copy has been preserved to this day. It was thought at the time to be a future 2-seater concept car. It was intended to be a high-end convertible with fiberglass bodywork. Many of its amenities, such as a 5.4-liter V8 engine, a spare tire beneath the rear bumper, and a radio between the driver and passenger seats, were exceptional for their time. How original? Despite its relative elegance, the car was never produced as a mass-market model and was only owned by one person until 2005, when it was auctioned off for an astonishing $3.3 million. It is currently on display at the Gateway, Colorado Automobile Museum, where it serves as a convincing example of how far automobile technology has advanced. So there you go! Were you amazed by those luxurious vehicles? If you have the capacity to buy one, which would you prefer? Tell us in the comment section below. To keep updated on our next luxury videos, kindly subscribe on our channel and hit the notification bell button. Until next time!